Hello to everyone who clicked on this video. My name is TayRB if you are new, and if you are not, welcome back, of course. Also, thank you to everyone who has been liking and subscribing and definitely commenting underneath the videos. I read all the comments and I'm so grateful for them, and I'm so grateful for the energy exchange with you guys. I don't feel like I say that enough. So thank you for supporting your girl. But I am back with another reading for you guys today. And in today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how are you leveling up, okay? How are you leveling up? How are you glowing up? And what do people notice most about this glow up? So I have 3 intuitive cards here in front of me. Pile number 1 is to your left and pile number 3 is to your right. I'm going to have all of the timestamps linked in the description box down below for you guys, and I will see you at your pile. Hello to everyone who chose pile number 1. This is going to be your reading on how are you glowing up and what are people noticing about it, okay? All right, so this is the intuitive card that you chose, pile number 1, and we are going to go ahead and get started. All right, so first and foremost, your spiritual team is speaking on you taking direction from them very well and walking away from people and things that do not serve you, okay? And that is really being highlighted. And that is what a lot of people are noticing about your elevation and the way that you are changing as a person, okay? People in your life could be dropping like flies or feel like they are dropping like flies, because what I am seeing is pile number 1 is kicking a lot of people out of their life. People who have hurt you, people who I'm hearing the word tolerated. Like, I've been tolerating your ass for a long time, but I'm not gonna do it anymore. And so it just really seems like my pile number 1 has some Queen of Swords action going on around here, okay? Cutting people off, cutting things off. And I'm really just seeing an image of your spirit guides or your spiritual team being like, that one gotta go, that one gotta go, that one gotta go. And you just being like, bye. And so really what this is giving me, it's giving that I'm not going to let anybody get in the way of my happiness, my destiny, and my spiritual path. Any karmics gotta go. Any fake ass friends, they gotta go. And anyone who is not focused on elevating in their own life, it's like you can't be around, because if you hang around with 4 lazy people, I mean, you gonna be the 5th. Another thing that people are noticing about you, pile number 1, is how you're looking. You could have recently started going to the gym or started doing yoga, or maybe you recently started feeling more comfortable in your skin, because I'm seeing some of you guys have even just left toxic relationships, or maybe you had a significant other who tried to kind of control what you wear or how you look, and now that you FREE, like, you are just really stepping out into your own personality and maybe wearing more of the things you want. Or you could have even switched up your style just recently. There's something about like the leg and thigh area. So some of you could have even got into like kickboxing or something like that. I'm seeing something about releasing some negative energy in a healthy way. So if you were a person who used to kind of like explode or maybe not be able to control their emotions, it seems like you found some sort of healthy way to channel that aggression, that energy that is going to benefit you, okay? So like I said, yoga, kickboxing. I see that some people are in therapy here as well. All right, let's go ahead and move on, because these are going to be some pretty short readings today. How is my pile number 1 elevating? How are we glowing up? You are elevating your standards when it comes to your love life, pile number 1. Okay, really good at setting boundaries, really good at knowing what you want and what you don't want in a romantic partner. And anybody who comes to present you with anything less, you're not even giving your time, you're not wasting their time. And so right now, I feel like men or women, you know, whoever you are trying to date, are viewing you as somebody who has high standards or high expectations when it comes to how you want to be loved and how you deserve to be loved, pile number one. All right, let's go ahead. We are going to grab some tarot. You see what I'm saying? Like with this Empress card, and this guy is like bowing down to her. Like, if you get anything less, all right, anybody not trying to treat you like a queen, you're just like, thank you, next. On your Ariana Grande shit. All right. How is my pile number one leveling up, and what do people notice about it? All right, we have the Sun. You could be a Leo if you chose this pile. Definitely don't have to be. We have the King of Air. We have the Fool. Pile number one ain't nobody fool anymore, okay? Yo, you have some people who are treating you like a goofy, like a puppet, right? You see how she's like playing with this little doll? And then we have this King of Air, like, pile number one is not accepting that anymore. These leeches. And you can see even in this picture, like with this Sun card, you see this like dark cloud that's trying to get to her. It looks like a leech to me. You're not letting people attach themselves to you anymore. You're not feeling sorry for people, because what I'm getting is pile number one used to try to help people, or, oh, I can't move on because then this person's gonna feel this type of way, or this and that is gonna happen to them. Like, that ain't none of your problem. No more, pile number one. Let's get one more tarot card. And then we have the High Priestess. Okay, and then we have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, with this Sun card and this King of Air here, I feel like a lot of you were in some sort of toxic relationship, and it doesn't have to be romantic for all of you, because I'm also hearing parent, mother, or father, or just somebody who was really close to you that you really had to get rid of, because whatever energy they were bringing to the table was toxic. And I feel like for some of you, it could have even taken a while. You could have lived with this person, and it took you some time to like save up and get out, or just for some reason it took you some time to get out this person's energy, because what they are showing me, especially with this Sun card, is you being at the bottom of this pit basically, right? And you having to construct these wings from like sticks or rope or whatever you could find, and things that you had to pretty much forage for or save up for to escape whatever situation you were in. This could have actually been a toxic job situation for some of you guys as well. So what people are noticing about this glow up is you being happier, okay? The Sun card is the best card in the deck. But this is not happiness that was just handed over to you. It wasn't just given to you. This is something that you have to cultivate and fight for and produce yourself. We have the High Priestess here, so it really talks a lot about being connected and listening to your intuition. And like I was saying at the beginning of this reading about you just following the guidance that you are being given, and your spiritual team being really, really proud of you, pile number one, just off of that, and making these decisions to move forward and release people and things that do not serve you, even though it may be hard. But other than that, I really do feel like there's something about skin here. Pile number one showing a lot more skin, or just looking a lot better in pictures. Something about you looking a lot more awake, a lot more energized, and a lot more ready to tackle life and tackle the day. Some people here could have changed their hairstyle, all right? Long curly hair, I'm saying, or just long dark hair. Other people in this pile could have just recently dyed their hair as well. There's some new items here too. I feel like some of you could be buying like jewelry or something. Basically, what I'm seeing is people on the outside looking in are looking at the pictures you are posting if you post on social media. If not, this message is not for you. But if you're posting stuff, people are noticing, and especially whoever this King of Swords is, whoever you walked away from is definitely peeping it. About how you are looking in your pictures. Like I said, you could be showing a lot more skin, or there's something about like new clothes, new jewelry, just all the new stuff for pile number one. All right, we are gonna go ahead and we are going to move on. There's something about work here too. You could have recently just accepted a new job or started a business, took a leap of faith here with the Fool, the Sun, and the Three of Pentacles, okay? And it looks good on you, okay? Pile number one, people are saying that money looks good on you, right? We have 3 major arcana cards here. So this is a major event, a major shift when it has come to your money, to your finances. All right, how? It's my pile number one, leveling up. What are people noticing about it? We got the self-care deck. I feel like pile number one was wasting their money on these like leeches or these people. And now that you done released this, you got like a lot of extra money for yourself. Or maybe you were able to manifest like an extra income or something. And you're able to splurge more on yourself and pamper yourself. I see somebody in a tub getting pampered. Look, as I was just talking about that abundance planning, all right? Like, and beauty ritual at the bottom of the deck. I cannot make this up, all right? People are saying you pampering yourself. You are just looking good and you look like money, all right? You look like you have enough money in the bank to plan for. Where am I going next? What trip am I about to take? What new clothes am I about to buy? Things like that. Some people could have just purchased a house or a car. And people like the positive energy that radiates off of you too here with the Sun card, pile number one. You just speak positivity. Like you always have something good to say. All right, we have flow like water at the bottom of the deck. And I am just really attracted to this woman's body and the skin that she is showing. I feel like your skin is glowing. Like you could have been getting a lot of compliments on your skin lately. Yes, skin, nails. I'm hearing teeth as well for some of you. All right, one last card. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to end it for my pile number one. I just heard something about somebody looking healthy. And when I'm saying healthy, like it looks like you eating good. People are saying that you are getting thick. So you could be gaining some weight, not in a bad way, pile number one. Because I'm being like attracted to like how this card cuts off at this one and how you can kind of see her cheeks peeking through. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Last card. How's my one pile number one leveling up and what are people noticing about it? All right, we have give yourself much more credit. This card, give yourself much more credit. It just seems like you are taking the time to love yourself and put your needs first here, pile number one. And because you are doing that, other people around you are noticing that and giving you much more credit as well. People are finding you much more appealing, much more of an asset. Because we all know here, when you love yourself, people are attracted to that energy and it makes them want to love you too. And then lastly, with this card, give yourself much more credit. I feel like your spiritual team is wanting you to know that you have come a long way and you have elevated a lot, okay? Even though you might not see it, because I do see some people here with this card of just being really hard on themselves. Like they're saying like, look where you came from. Like you're doing just fine. And so continue on this path of loving yourself and you are destined to be successful, okay? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end your reading here, pile number 1. Thanks so much for letting me read for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? And I'll see you guys next time. Hello to everyone who chose pile number 2. This is going to be your reading on how are you leveling up and what are people noticing about it, okay? This is the intuitive card that you chose. And we are going to go ahead and get started. So now, let me tell you something about this pile, okay? This is some boss energy in this pile, okay? And people are noticing it off rip. You could have been really timid, pile number 2, really quiet in the past. And I feel like there is something here about you just taking center stage. This could be literally, for some of you, you could perform. You could be an actor, actress, a model, something that has you show your face. You could also have some sort of social media platform if you chose this pile. There's something about people being able to see you, people being able to view you, and something about a lot of attention on my pile number 2. Now, if none of those things in the first part resonated with you, this is just going to be in your everyday life. There's something about you making yourself known, making yourself more noticeable, and so people know that your presence is there. So for example, if you were used to sitting in the back of the classroom and saying nothing, pile number 2, you are now sitting front row, teacher's pet, raising your hand, call on me because I got all of the answers type of pile number 2, okay? And I am not going to lie, this pile has a lot of competition. This pile has a lot of haters, all right? There's a lot of people who are viewing you as competition because you are leveling up. Now, I just heard healthy competition, but this is not going to be for everyone because you also have some people who are really taking the competition to something that is on a really toxic level, and that's just work that they have to do within themselves, right? Because that's not your problem, pile number 2. But I see you inspiring a lot of people in a healthy competition. So it could be with your looks, it could be with your style, it could be with whatever work you are putting out, or it could be with your level of confidence, because this pile just exudes confidence to me. Even if you feel like you don't have it, all right? If you feel like you don't have it, you faking it and it's good, all right? It's working. Like whatever show you are putting on, people are pulling up, okay? I'm seeing popcorn, I'm seeing seats. People are pulling up to watch you. And I feel like you are, just like I said, taking center stage. Pile number 2 was like, none of you want to take the attention? I'll take it. How is my pile number 2 leveling up? And what are people noticing about it? There's something about like a cleavage area on pile number 2, or like something about some bouginess here in this pile. You could have people viewing you as really bougie or really high maintenance right now, because I keep hearing the word caliber, like higher caliber of something. But I feel like whatever you're doing, especially when it comes to like work here or product, if you're selling product, if you're a business owner in this pile, or just like whatever you're presenting is getting a lot of attention here. And it has some people pressed, okay? Let's go here. We're gonna get some tarot cards. Pile number 2 got the confidence, okay? I'm busy. All right, sorry about that, pile number 2. But maybe people are trying to get your attention, okay? Maybe you are really, really busy. It seems to me like you're really focused on work, or you could just be really focused on whatever you want to do. So there could be a lot of people who used to get your time and attention, or you used to hang out with, that you don't anymore. But I see this pile being really, really focused on business, on work, and on money. And so it's not that you are necessarily cutting people off, but people just see you as having a lot less time for them and being a lot less available for them, because you are focused on your wealth, right? Your security, or whatever you are trying to put all of this effort into. Okay. All right. So we have the Hermit. As I was just speaking about you not having time for people, or being closed off, or pulling back. All right, we have the Three of Air. All right, we have the Three of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Fire. All right, like, that is so beautiful. And then we have the Four of Air at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, pile number 2 ain't got time for nobody, and people are super, super pressed about it. All right, with this Three of Swords here. This is my pile, and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Who could have possibly been codependent in the past, especially with this Three of Fire right here. You see how she is like glued to him, and she's like, don't leave. Like, I don't think that's your energy anymore, pile number 2. You just like, actually, I'm leaving because I have shit to do. Okay. People are seeing you as very, very beautiful here with the Queen of Fire. All right. She is beautiful. She is sexy. She is confident, first and foremost. All right, and she has her shit together. So you either have your shit together, or you getting your shit together. And people are really attracted to that energy. All right, there's something sexy about this pile. All right, you give off a really sexy energy. And I feel like a lot of people are undressing you, right? Are undressing you with their eyes. You make people wonder, and you make people want to get your attention. But you see here with this Four of Swords, it's just like you don't have time for anybody with this Four of Swords, with this Hermit card, and you are just sitting here with your little umbrella. I'm noticing this film here, so you could film something. And with the Three of Wands, people are noticing your forward movement, okay? So if you started something new, you are gaining traction. And people are looking, right? Even with this Four of Swords, again, look at this bird here, right? This bird who has come to spy on her. Yo, you got a lot of people looking at you. You got a lot of people competing with you. And you have a lot of people who are pressed or pressured to live up to whatever expectation they have in their heads about you. There's something here about you being very creative as well, pile number 2. Because I'm also hearing something about being a trendsetter. Or maybe you will be the first to do something in the future. But there's something else about like people wanting to imitate this Queen of Fire. All right, this queen-like energy that you are giving off. This inspirational energy. And it's not all bad. Like I was saying before, you do have some healthy competition here, but you also have some people who would rather not have you around in the same workplace as them. All right, and I'm just being honest. But of course, I feel like that's normal when you are glowing up, when you are leveling up, or when you are doing good. All right, you're gonna have some people who are hating on it. You're gonna have some people who are not liking it. But I really do feel like my pile number 2 is applying the pressure, okay, around them, around a lot of people, because you are schooling these people, okay? And they noticing. They noticing this confidence, this energy. And it's giving me the energy of like pile number 2 was like rule number 1 of being a badass bitch. Like it just gives that. We are going to move on with some oracle cards. Girl, if I could shuffle them. All All right, we have meditate. And then we have sex. What did I tell y'all about this sex appeal y'all have? Okay, it's this sexy siren-like energy that is pulling people in. All right, you could have a really sexy voice, really sexy tattoos, or clothes look good on your body. And this is me going back to saying that people are undressing you in their mind with sex here. You could have a lot of dreams. I'm being told like a lot of weird sexual dreams, and I feel like it's because people are thinking about you in that sort of way. And with meditate here, with this card, I'm really just getting like you being in your own little world. All right, you very well could meditate if you chose this power, but this is more giving me like you going within and not noticing anything or anyone else around you, and just kind of putting yourself in like a sacred space or a box or something like that. I do feel like if you're gifted here, as far as psychic abilities, they could be growing and expanding at a very rapid rate. And I feel like you have new gifts that are coming in as well. You can receive a lot of messages through meditation. But there is something about you being connected here in this pile. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to get one last card to end your reading, pile number 2. And we are wrapping it up. Something about some sexy hands in this pile. I know that's so weird to come through, but I'm being really drawn to this hand right here. And something on your fingers. You could have tattoos or something on your fingers if you chose this pile. Or you could be into like temporary tattoos or just something on the fingers. All right, last card for my pile number 2. All right, we have, it's not as if you need anyone. And then bottom of the deck, we have enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. There is something different about you. There is something unique about you. And there is something that cannot be imitated about my pile number 2, okay? And people, all right, this is just like a little gossip. People are feeling like you're a little cocky because of your glow up, or maybe you come off as cocky with whatever you do. Maybe you don't play well with others or something like this, especially with this. It's not as if you need anyone. I feel like anyone is dispensable, or you make people feel dispensable. Or I'm hearing, or like play nice or try to be friendly with people. And this could be people like at your job or something like that as well. There's something about you feeling like you have all the answers. But anyway, most importantly with this card, it's not as if you need anyone. You are finally realizing that you are capable of anything that you set your mind to. All right, the sky is the limit for this power. All right, you got the looks, okay, you got the confidence, all right, you have the gifts, and you have the resources to make your dreams come true. All right, you could be a master manifester if you chose this power as well. I feel like it's all falling into place because you are really realizing your power and stepping into your power and creating the life that you want for yourself. Real magician energy. And so there's something about you finally picking up the tools and the resources which you didn't know you had. You're probably unlocking new gifts. You could be in connection with your ancestors too if you chose this power. You could be shown some new stuff. And you could just really be tapping into that energy. And now you realize you don't need anybody but you to achieve your goals. But all right, I'm going to wrap it up here, pile number 2. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Hello to everyone who chose pile number 3. This is going to be your reading on how are you leveling up and what are people noticing about it. So this is the intuitive card that you chose. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, pile number 3, this is a spiritual level up. This is giving me also the feeling of like leveling up academically. You could be pursuing education if you chose this pile. Or there's something about spirituality here as well. And you could be psychic if you chose this pile. You don't have to be. But this, like one of the other piles in my previous videos, is giving me more of like a witchy vibe. I feel like you are expanding your knowledge when it comes to manifestation, maybe herbs and spells, maybe researching your ancestors, your history, or where you came from, and learning about, I'm hearing like different topics of spirituality, because I see somebody who was like studying in this pile. If you chose this pile, you could be very new to spirituality. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like people are noticing your spiritual journey and taking it more seriously. Like, you have some people who are around you who were thinking that this was just like a phase or a trend, or you like hopping on the bandwagon for some stuff, and now you have people around you who are really taking you seriously. And if you are a psychic here and you are a reader, I feel like you're getting more and more accurate every day. Or the people who didn't believe you, or maybe thought you were like a fake or something, are finally starting to see you as, I'm hearing like a reliable source or something like that. All right, how's my pile number 3 glowing up, and what are people noticing? You're definitely elevating spiritually here, okay, pile number 3. There's something about travel here, or the sky, or different regions. I don't know, you could have came from a different pile as well, but I feel like with this pile, it's more of like this godly energy that you give off, okay? Because really what I'm being told, or what I'm seeing, is you not being put here by mistake, okay? And I feel like people could like feel this type of energy off of you. The example is your ancestors or people in your lineage being chosen or put together specifically to create you, so you would have a certain type of bloodline, or have certain type of gifts, or just have a certain mixture of something, so you would be able to fulfill your purpose or your destiny on this earth. So I feel like if you chose this pile, there is something like a certain sort of path that you're supposed to be on, and you could be researching it and finding answers and things like that. And so your spiritual team is definitely giving you props for that. And I feel like you're going to be unlocking new doors, and I'm hearing like hidden knowledge, like mystery for yourself. But most importantly, I feel like whatever you are doing, whatever work you're doing, is starting to speak for itself, pile number 3. And people who used to...
How will I get connected to Wi-Fi?
Sorry, my Google thing is just tripping. But anyway, with that, trying to be connected to Wi-Fi, maybe you do something online. Like I said, you could have came from a different pile if you chose this one as well. But there's something about you supposed to be doing something on a mass scale. So if you are not doing that right now, I feel like you are about to get into that really soon. Because I feel like you're supposed to touch a lot of people, or help a lot of people. There's something about a fish here as well. You could be a Pisces if you chose this pile. You don't have to be. Something about a koi fish. I don't know. I just feel like there's something like really ancient about you. They keep showing me books and research. I don't know. I feel like you're going to do really something really important in this lifetime, pile number 3. But let's get back to the message, because I feel like I'm just like going off on like a tangent. People are noticing your authenticity. I feel like you are glowing up and becoming your authentic self. And it is so attractive to people. All right, you have a really calming energy. It really is just making me feel safe. You have a lot of envy. Okay, if you chose this pile, it's like I really do feel like I just want to melt in your arms, pile number 3. You just give off this sort of, like I was saying before, like this godly energy. And so they're really putting an emphasis on just, people taking your path, your destiny seriously, right? You could have had some people who thought you were crazy or like whatever you were trying to do wasn't going to work. But now there's just like a seriousness about you, or a seriousness about your path. Like, it kind of is giving me the vibe of like God setting a table of abundance in front of you, like before your enemies type shit. I don't know what scripture that is. If I find it, I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. But it's just that sort of energy. Like people who doubted you. All right, we have the high priestess. You see? Gifts, psychic. We have my witches in this pile for show, for show. We got my healers in this pile, and then we got the empress. Okay, all right, pile number 3. We got the high priestess and we have the empress. You really have people in awe of your energy, okay? Like, period. Let's go ahead. We'll get the rest of the cards. All right, we have the King of Earth. And then we have the 10 of Fire. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knave of Earth. Trials and tribulations. Trials and tribulations. Pile number 3 has gotten through the trials and the tribulations and the obstacles that were sent to destroy them. And I mean sent, okay? To still come out on top on these people, okay? This is a pile that is capable of having a spiritual business that is able to support your lifestyle, okay? Who is able to be abundant as their own boss, who is not meant to work a regular job, and who is not meant to be put in a box. And you won't be. People are noticing your beauty, your grace. And I feel like even those people who like you, who don't like you and are kind of jealous or who want to attack you, cannot deny your excellence. They just can't. Because I feel like, you see how he has a gun on here? Like he was just like about to come and shoot her. And then as soon as he like steps into this energy, this aura, it just brings him to his knees, and he is required to bow, okay? To bow in front of this empress, in front of this queen. And it's just like, it's undeniable. All right, your success, your beauty, like the logic that you have is undeniable. All right, and it's such a beautiful energy to be in. Like it almost brings you to tears. And I'm not capping, like I'm not just like, hyping you up or talking mess. It just feels so beautiful. And if I can feel this energy, other people around you are feeling this energy. And so the way you are leveling up is really like you are going places, all right? Especially with this King of Earth. You can be leveling up in money and in beauty and in intuition, okay? And knowledge and spiritual gifts. I feel like some people in this power are going to be spiritual teachers. All right, I'm going to pull out I'm being told to pull out the Life Purpose deck for this particular pile to end the reading. So we're going to be doing that. Y'all are going to get an extra card. But there are many hardships and many lessons that you had to go through, or that you had to overcome, especially with this 10 of Fire. And there's something about this pile not playing dirty, right? Or not like stooping down to like other people's level. And I feel like that was to like test you as well. And so that's a different way that you leveled up, is like not retaliating or not reciprocating the same sort of bad energy that people may have brought to you, right? Because I'm hearing two wrongs don't make a right. And just not letting people's shitty energy change the person that you are inside, pile number 3. Whew. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to get some oracle cards for this pile. We have making altar and energy work. Ooh. Healers, my healers, my healers. This pile is going to do big things. And people know it. People know it. You're gonna need to really stay up on like your protection, pile number 3. Because you're gonna get constantly attacked. All right, and I'm not saying that to scare you, because with this sort of energy and this sort of power, this is just something that you could kind of like flick, like get off, get away from me, like it's funny that you even tried type shit, ha ha ha, like that's just the energy that I am really getting. But just make sure you are staying up on your protection, because like I said, you're just gonna have some people who are gonna try to knock you off of your throne. All right, we have flow like water. And then we also have use your hands. Yo, you definitely from a different pile. And then we have alone time. And if you are not, go back and watch another pile. With flow like water, with this card, I'm being drawn to or told that this is your voice, your tone. Something about when you speak that makes people want to listen. And also something about you leveling up your craft. You just keep getting better and better. Like at whatever it is, like with your gifts, because like I said, for this pile, it seems very spiritual, very psychic, very witchy to me. You're getting better as you are doing research and getting to know your spiritual team and your guides. It is manifesting in accurate spell work or accurate readings, or just, you know, you are really strengthening your intuitive muscle. Like, it is what it is. All right. How's my pile number 3 leveling up? I'm hearing money in many places, multiple streams of income, multiple bank accounts. You could have just opened up a new bank account, credit union, something like that. All right, we have, there's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. And this is me going back to saying how you're researching, how you're searching for deeper knowledge. Or you're on the way to finding the right path for yourself. And I feel like you could also be a person that people come to when they need answers to their questions. And this is just not about you charging people for your gifts. This is just people in everyday life. Like they trust your opinion, right? I feel like you've been here before. Like, like this is not the first time you've incarnated. Or you hold a lot of a history, a lot of knowledge from like your past lives that are helping you in this life. You get a lot of downloads when you're alone, and your spiritual team prefers to talk to you when you are alone. Could be an earth sign if you chose this pile. Aries, I'm sorry, I was about to say Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe you a fire sign, okay? But Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm also getting a Libra with this Empress card as well. Yo, there's almost something that's just like hypnotizing about my pile number 3. And that is what people are noticing, okay? Like, just like this hypnotizing energy. Like you attract a lot of people. In a good way, because you're supposed to be guiding them. You're supposed to be talking to them, okay? They are supposed to be listening to you. So of course you're gonna give off that energy. It reminds me of that energy from Twilight, like when Edward's like, oh, you're supposed to be attracted to me, and there's no way you can deny this energy. It's like, it's that type of vibe. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab that last deck for my pile number 3. Some of you in this pile will write a book. Okay, we just had books when I split the deck. All right. And then author. As soon as I said that you have a book inside you, it wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. Yo, people need to hear what you guys to say. Pile number 3. All right, how's my pile number 3 leveling up? We're going to pull one more card. Yeah. For my pile number 3. And then we have, you are on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Yeah, like I said before, there's something about you finding the correct path for yourself or unlocking these secrets. And people are feeling like you are on the right path or you found your purpose. Like you have so many people taking you seriously. If you feel like they weren't taking you seriously, they are now. And if they're still not taking you seriously, you're going to reach a level of success that is going to be so undeniable. Like they're going to have to at that point because it's just going to be evident. But all right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end your reading here, pile number 3. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.